Hello, Luria and Daphne. Good morning.
Good morning. How are
Morning.
you?
So, hello, YouTube. Today we start a new immersion 100% in English. I'm here with Luria, Isabella, and Daphne. Today we talk about the user's guide to the mind. And before we start, I do a quick introduce how T works. So, TalkNtalk is a platform for you to develop your language skills and achieve fluency in the language. Within the platform, we have English, Spanish, Italian, and French. Our philosophy is don't correct the others, be respectful, and the main point here is to practice your speaking and have fun in the process. Here is a safe place to practice. Just enjoy the conversation and do a network, meet new people. Remember, I'm not English teacher. I'm just student facilitator in search of my fluency in the language, just like you. So I think it's important to say that everyone here wants to talk to practice English, but respect your colleagues' speak time. Okay, if you want to help with some word, you can put it on the chat, and that's it. So I will guide the conversation today. My name is Swellen. I'm 29. I live in a small city in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I have a degree in human resource, post-graduation degree in organizational psychology, and now I'm attending second degree in business administration. So, and I work with quality in a steel company. So, I'm here on Talk and Talk since 2021 to improve my English. And 2023, I become a hostess here. So, that's it about me. So, Isabella, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Isabella. I'm 21 years old, and I'm living in São Paulo since 2 years ago because I'm from Americana country city by São Paulo too. And I'm here to study. I'm the third year of public relations in USP, and I'm living in Bhutantan. In my free time, I like to go out, discover new restaurants, new museums because here in São Paulo, the culture, we have a lot of opportunities. So it's good to discover. And I'm here in Talk Talk, I think 5 months, 4 months already.
Thank you so much, Isabella, for your sharing. Lurian,
Good morning, everyone. I'm Luriam. I live in Belo Horizonte. I'm 35 years old. I graduated in administration and business, and I work as a business analyst nowadays. I work from home, so this is I really like this environment because I can enjoy more my time and my day. I can also go for a walk with my dogs. So this is what I like to do in my free time to spend time with my dogs, go out with my friends, take a bottle of wine, a cup of wine, watch movies, TV shows, and that's it. I started here to learning French for learning French, and now I'm trying to improve other languages as well. Thank you.
thank you, Lurian. Daphne, how about you?
Good morning, guys. My name is Daphne. I'm 29 years old. I live in Scotland, in Glasgow City, but I was born in Brazil, in Sorocaba City. And I work at the warehouse in logistic area. And I'm here to improve my English and at the same time enjoy my time, learn something interesting like English language.
Thank you so much, Daphne. So, girls, let's start. So, the first question, I start with you, Isabella. Why do you think we are so fascinated with psychology? What is the appeal of trying to understand why people, including ourselves, think and act the way they do?
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's a hard question.
Mhm.
But in my opinion, I don't study psychology, but I really like this content. I think it's already responding this. it's important to understand more, because when you understand, you can act in a more comfortable way with all the people, and you can prioritize something, and you know that you can't do something. So I think it's very interesting to understand how the world works. So I think it's like this, the answer.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Isabella. Daphne, how about you?
Mm, Yeah, it's interesting because I love psychology as well. And I think because we are a machine, our brains like a machine. If we know how to use this machine well, we can achieve more things. We can solve the problems as well, and we have standards of thoughts. If you learn how to deal with these thoughts, we can be more happy, more relieved, and so important to know how we works.
Yeah, I totally agree with you and Isabella. I think when you think about the psychology, like you said, it's about I don't know if you write this expression, but is um behavior knowledges, when you know, like you said, Daphne, the way that we act,
Mhm,
and our thoughts, because
mhm,
maybe girls, we already know or already read about the I don't know how to say that, but a theory of something like I don't know how to say that in English, but tipo Lady Murphy and things like that, In my case, okay, this is psychology, you know, and the things, what things happen that way, and about behavior and things like that. So I think this is so amazing, and when you study about it, it's incredible. I like this topic. I like to talk about psychology. I like to do therapy, and I think everyone have to do it because it's very important, and it's good because the therapy, I um, discover maybe about myself, and this is amazing because I do a self knowledge, and I discover the things that I want, I liked, and things that I don't want and don't like, and my limit with people, and my limit with the things, maybe the pain and things like that. So I think this is very amazing. Lurian, what's your opinion about this question?
I agree. In the past, I think when I couldn't understand myself, I didn't pay attention about psychology, about how complex the humans can be, different stories about ourselves. And I have a friend, a closest friend, she is psychology, and I asked her about what do you think about that? And she said, Luria, I'm fascinating for people, for mental. So of course that is bad things, like shit, the history of someone that people were abused, different histories, but you can see how deep the things can be, like how you can understand the perspective for the others. So now, since I'm doing therapy since pandemic, I think, and I can understand myself better, of course, and I'm it's a work in progress. But also, I can understand the others. How I don't need to expect a lot of things, because sometimes you put this, you wait, a lot of things for the others. This is not right. So, of course, it's complex. But when you try to understand and you think a little more about it, it's really interesting. So now I'm fascinating for psychology too, and maybe in the past I was not ready to do that. But if I could go back in my past, I think maybe I could study more, know about, and that's it. But I don't think there are something more complex than our mental, in the world. So I think people in general are fascinating about that, because all the time, every time we can discover something new. And I don't think the science and the medicine now discover everything that is possible. I think we have more things to discover for sure. So it's a mystery. I think it's because of that.
Yeah,
That's it.
all the time we have something to discover. And when you said about, oh my God, I forgot. When you said, yeah, I forgot how, I think about, oh my God, my head is so bad today. I forgot what you say. I will comment about this. I'll talk about this, and now I forgot. But okay, but I agree with you what you said. And I think when you think about psychology, we go to the therapy to fix. I remember now what I will say about the expectative, that you said. This is very important because I am a person that I wait a lot of things about the people. I create expectative to the others. And the therapy, né, psychology helped me with this, and I think I see the good way of all the people. And a lot of people don't have the same thoughts about you, the same how can I say that? The plans. It's not about that people is a bad person, but you create a expectative on the people, and you feel so frustrated because that. But because your expectative, not because the people put expectative on you. And for me, this is very complicated because I feel sad when this happened, and this happened with me so much, and I don't like it. But I try to put limit because when I put limit, I don't create expectative with the others, and this is a cycle for me. This is a repetitive behavior, and I treat it on the therapy, but for me, it's a long process to stop with this. Not stop, but don't uh, don't stay, I don't know, don't stay oh my God, I forgot how to say that. Tipo, não ficar esperando, né? Good things about the other people. Don't create expectative. That's it. Okay, let's go to the number two. Daphne, the idea of introverts, sorry, and extroverts is very popular. Do you identify strongly with one on these levels? And how does it help you understand your your own social energy?
Yeah, I would say that I am the both. Uh, when I knew when I meet new peoples, I'm so shy and introverted. But when I already know someone, I'm more extroverted. I think it's normal because we are afraid of other people's opinions. But with the time, this pass and I overcome the situation, and to have acknowledge about it, It's important because we know how to act in the social moments, for example.
Yeah, I think for me is the it's similar because I think it depends on the situation, depend the people. Because guys, girls, I don't know about you, but I feel the energy of people, and sometimes my energy don't match with the other people, and I in that time I am person, and
Mhm.
sometimes I am extrovert person because people I feel a good energy from the other people. So I think it depends so much. I said it because in my job I talk with a lot of people, but have one person that I don't I can't talk with her because I don't know. I think she is extrovert, yeah, extrovert. But I don't know. I feel a bad energy, and I can't
Mhm.
talk with her, and we treat each other in a good way. We greetings, I think, each others, but we don't talk so much, with other things that I talk with the other people. But I believe so much in energy, and with her I think I don't have this good energy with her. So I don't know why. But that's it. Do you want to add something, Daphne?
No, that's it. I think when the people look at me like judge me, I lose my energy. I don't know why, but I don't like when people judge me. I turn very shy when this is happen. I need to hang out with these feelings yet.
Yeah. I think some people not have this power, but have this mania, to put people down. And I don't like it. But some people, I think this is jealous people, envy
Yeah,
people,
jealous people.
and they put your energy down because they don't like your energy, don't like the way that you act. So this is it's a complicated situation because if you talk with someone, people say, "Oh, you think so much," and things like that. Okay, thank you, Daphne. Isabella.
Uh, yes, I'm totally agree with you guys. I'm a extrovert person, but sometimes when I enter in a room and there's some people that I don't like so much or something like that, my energy just disappear, and this is so hard. Or when I fight with someone, again my energy goes down, and it takes some time to renovate, I think. But it's important to understand how each one works, because I'm an extrovert person, but my girlfriend is totally introvert. So sometimes I just need to equalize our energy and understand her, because when the social battery goes low, okay, I need to go back to my home with her, just to it's important to understand more. And because it's impossible to be in a room without energy. I just realized that when I start to date her, because it's unbelievable. Like all the face it goes down to. It's kind of funny too to really see this happening. But I think when I'm with my friends, the all my energy, like it's in charge. So it's really good to take care of it and observe it, because if you can avoid some place with some people, it's always good to preserve yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think okay. Some people are introverts. with not with just you, but with your friend. I don't know if the same case that your girlfriend, but I had one friend in that way that when we talk with other people, automatically they become people, introvert person, you know. And with me and our friends in common, it's okay. He was a very extrovert person. Oh my God. And when you uh, go out with other people that he didn't know, it's a mess, you know. So he become a introvert people. So and it's a little difficult to deal with the situation because you have to pay attention, you know, because okay, people are introverts in sometimes, but you have to give attention, you know, for that person and at the same time for the other people. So you know, and you have a balance in
Yeah.
the situation, in the place, you know, in the environment. That's it. Do you want to add something, Isabella?
No.
No? Okay, so Lurian.
I was thinking about this question because yesterday I sent a video of for my partner because I consider myself like an extrovert person and he is an introvert person, and how these kind of couples can live together, you know. In general, I have a lot of battery, you know, social energy, and he is the opposite. When he is in a place with me, there are some time in the party or in the place he will lose, you know, his battery, and I know that this will happen. And normally he sits in a place, you know, just stay there, and I continue like doing talking and socialize with other ones. So I consider myself like an extrovert. Uh, about my personality, you know, like I'm a kind of shy sometimes when I don't know the environment, you know, like when is a first moment that I will be in the environment. But after I know I will start to talk with someone, I will show myself, they will show themselves, and I can be open, you know. So it's really hard to understand sometimes for me and respect who is introvert, because since I have a lot of energy, maybe I cannot understand that I'm out of my limits, you know, with other one. So living with a person who is totally different than me helped me a lot, you know, because I know like the signs now. Oh, the battery, the social battery is low now, so it's better to be less and try to save my energy for other moment. But one thing that I don't like, and something that Daphne said about judgment. Normally, I don't know if we have more people extrovert or introvert. Okay, I don't know. I don't have this study, you know, in the world or maybe around me. I don't know. But in my point, normally we have more introverts, and this kind of people, when you have a environment that someone is really happy, have a lot of energy, I feel sometimes this judgment, you know, how she can be too happy. We have a lot of problems, or maybe, oh, this is too much, you know. And when this happened with me, it's not a lot of time, and when is this happen, I feel like bad, you know, because in the same time I'm trying to respect who doesn't have the same energy than me. I'm feeling sometimes people are judging me because of that, because you cannot be happy all the time, you cannot have this energy all the time, you know, how you can be like that. It's a kind of jealous in my point of view, because maybe they are not too happy with themselves, maybe they want to be more open and they cannot. But in general, who really knows me and like me, they love my energy, you know, like my partner, he's totally like introvert, but he loves the way I am, like I'm when normally he is like in the way, sitting far from everyone. Even he cannot do the same thing than me, like talk, socialize. He's there and look at me like with a smile. So he just accept who he is and he accept who I am. So this is the important part. And I feel like sometimes the judgment for the others, or maybe because of jealousy or because of other things, this happens a lot. So I consider myself like an extrovert. I don't know why, because in my family, most of them they are introvert person. But that's it. It's who I am. And about the first question, I needed a lot of therapy to expose in myself, because I was feeling extrovert before, but I couldn't show this because I was trying to be in the expectation for the others. So now I'm trying to respect more who I am and respect the others, of course, but accept more and show people who I am without hiding this. That's it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think the therapy teach it to us because when I think it is maybe like beliefs, that you have that these beliefs brings about from your parent or maybe for the others that put on you, and maybe it's like I don't know how to say that in English, girls, but tipo drenar sua energia and you don't you can't be like you are, I select people that talk with everyone. I think a talkative person, you know, and I think this is so bad when people do it, but it's very difficult to think in another way, and you have to do a therapy to believe that you are a good person, that you can talk, that you can be like you are, you know. That's it. And I would like to add that it's very good. It's amazing when people uh, know are introvert people and introduce them in a group, or introduce them to other people because I think they already know that people is introvert people, introvert person, and they know that they or she or he wants to know or wants to meet another person and they don't know how to do it. And extrovert people do this connection, with the other people. Introduce you in a group, introduce you to a co-work, and things like that. So I think this is amazing. I love when people do it because this is empathy, you know, about the other people. So I love when this happen. Okay, so let's go to the number three. Lurian, the concept of five love language, words of affirmation, of service, is a well-known tool for relationships. Do you find this idea useful for understanding how people show and receive affection?
Yes, I understand the concept. I never read the book, but I know the concept. For me, just one thing to add about that is because before, I was thinking I was words of affirmation because I need to say what I think, what I feel, so I expect the others says too. But actually, I discovered like now, since I understand myself better, that I am quality time. And sometimes gifts too, I really care about that. But quality time for me is the best one because I really can understand that in that moment I have a quality time with someone, and this is for everyone, for my partner, for my goddaughter, for my family. I like to have the presence of someone. So if I'm having a dinner or a moment, or I'm receiving people in my house, I like to have that moment to me. And like I said, every time, no one touch the cell phone. It's not a rule, okay? But no one touch, because the moment's so good. We are sharing moments together that no one really touched. And this is important for me because of to really enjoy the moment. And I really believe that is important if you know what is really matter for other person, because you can retribute maybe the same language that is important for someone else. Like for my mom and all my family, mom, dad, my brother, my sister, all of them, they are actors of service. And this is really hard for me because I'm not a kind of person who I will do something for someone. But they are like that. And what they do for me to prove that they love me is that, and I cannot understand. Sometimes I need to understand that, oh, my mom prepared something. Oh, this is a way to show that she loves me. Because since this is not my kind of language, I sometimes it's hard to understand. So I believe this is important, but maybe people need to do effort, to understand more about the language of love of the other. Sometimes it's not just you need to show the that you love someone using the language of this one, but this is really hard because you cannot understand everyone. So I think it's my part too to understand how they can show their love for me. So this is a big exercise every time. So I believe this is important, and everyone is different. So this is just a way to see how complex we are. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is very complex because talking about me, I think I'm with a partner, with my boyfriend. I believe that I like words of affirmation, and quality time, the both, and from them, from him, and about me, about me to him. I think I like to act to service, quality time, and words of affirmation. I like these things. About my family, I think it's totally different. They act like act of service because they don't say words of affirmation and quality time. So I think um for each person is different, the love language. I think it depends. You When you know a people, know about like a friendship, a relationship, it's you already know about that person, and you know how they act and what they like, because okay, I like words of affirmation, but that person don't like it, they like the other thing. So in my head, this makes sense. So you have to not adapt it, but uh, to know how to deal with that person, that love language, that person. For me is that. And I think this is you have to have a conversation, to express yourself that you like and you don't like in a relationship, friendship, in every relationship. I think this is very good because people don't know about what you like, if you don't express it. That's it. So Isabella, how about you?
Yeah, for me, it's totally in line with you were sharing because in my relationship we have maybe the top three equally in the this concept of the five languages. So this really helps us to understand each one. But into a love relationship, I think it's easier to talk more and to understand because in my case, I have more space for this. But when we are talking about family, it's harder because my parents, I think they even don't know this concept and didn't ever read something. So I would I would to introduce this and explain everything, and they would take a time to understand more about yourselves until totally make this comprehensive thing. So I've just tried to understand them, and I think they can't understand me so much because of this. So it's hard to understand each other. But I think when we have more space to talk and even to know this concept, it's better to make a good relation. Like my mom, I think all the moms are acts of service. I have this in my heart, and I don't know to do anything. So when I'm with her, I receive all the acts of service, but I can't contribute with this. And I try to make a good moment, but all the moms she wants to do something, and I just want to be in the moment. So maybe we have this not comprehensive with each other, but okay, we're living like that, and as I know all of this, I try to understand more than they understand me.
Yeah, I think it's talking about family. I think it's complicated because they act like their parents treat them, you know?
Yeah.
So they believe that love is like that. I don't know about your family, but my family is big, are big, and have a lot of people. So the way that my mother and my father know about the love is totally different that I know, you know.
Mhm.
So it's complicated when the okay, act of service is good because you already know that they love us. When they prepare something, you know, cook for us and things like that. But at the same time, I think some people would like to listen to her about them. Ah, I love you, or things like that, you know. But I think it's complicated for them because they don't know how to say it because in the past, for their parents don't say it to them, you know, and they grow up grew up in that way, and they just replicate the same thing, you know. And when people say when parents say to their child, their children, oh, I love you, and things like that, since they are child, you know, a kid, in the future, they don't know how to manage it, you know, how to say words of affirmation, extra service, and things like that. So I think because that maybe I can be wrong, but I think in that way, you know.
Yeah, and just one thing to add, like I I think it's different generations too. So for me, go to therapy, it's like everybody need to do this to be well, like like a magician. But for my parents, they don't understand like that. So the idea of therapy it's only if you are crazy or if you have a lot of depression and anxiety. They can't understand the little points that you need to go to the therapy. So the generation really affects this too.
Yeah, I totally agree. My parents don't like to go to the therapy. I already say it to them, but they say, "Oh, like you said, I'm not crazy. I don't
Yeah.
need it," and things like that. But I try to I don't know how to say it, explicar. to them that it's not in that way, but they don't believe in me
Yes.
and they don't go to the therapy. But my father nowadays, in the past, my father didn't believe in it, but nowadays he give me money to go to the therapy. Okay, go to the therapy. This is good for you, and this is good because okay,
Yeah.
they change his mind, but even if they don't go, but they pay for me to go to the therapy.
One step per time.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you so much, Isabella, for sharing. Daphne, how about you?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think it's useful, but the people don't use it anymore. Like a simple fact, to spend time with their partner. In the sense, social media don't help us to keep in our relationship because the couples don't talk anymore. They don't laugh together because they are addicted to Instagram or TikTok. These days, I watched an interview with a prostitute, and she said that the married man who looking for her uh, are carentes. I don't know how to say carentes, but they just didn't want to talk. The man's looking for Justin to talking with her because the wife don't look at him. This prove that the words of affirmation or simple hug, simple kiss are are dying. It's over. So the love language, the people are not putting practicing.
Yeah, and I think okay, I believe in that. Oh my God, I don't know how the new I think that you said. But at the same time, I think, oh my God, the man go to talk with a prostitute because it's totally different. It's wrong because they don't like
Uh-huh.
to talk, They
Yeah.
like to hide the emotion, hide the uh, the way that they feeling, And it's totally different in my head, and I don't know what I have to think about this information because it's totally strange for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my head, the men don't like to talk, don't like to talk, don't like to express their feelings and things like that. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Even with their friends, like maybe we women talk more with friends, but the men even this can do.
Yeah, yeah, the men don't like to talk to the friends that you said, and maybe sometimes they pay for it for a people that they don't know, and
Mm-hmm.
they can express, né, their selves. Maybe is that. Okay, girls, let's go to the number four. So, Isabella, when you think about your own personality, how much of it do you feel was inherited, I think, versus how much was shaped by your life experience?
This is a good point to talk in therapy. I recommend to all. But in my case, I think all all of parts of my life it was more in hand. But since I start to live alone, I discover new things and understand things that I want to change to be more me and not how I was grown. So, but it's kind of fun because I take care of my house just like my mom take care of her house. And when I was living with her, it was, oh, mom, I can't believe that you want to do this and this. And now I'm doing the exact things, by myself, like because I really want to do this. It's fun to understand how the things are in us without even we think of this. So I think I'm changing a lot now, but I'm discovering that I much more with things that was inherent in me than shaped by myself. And I think this is something that we need to think more and don't do all of this in automatic, because sometimes it's good to change and to understand how we really want to be and do, and not just do because it's the regular thing, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think in my case, I think it's the mix of them, but a lot of my personality was inherited about my parents and my family. But I get some things about my life experience, because we have to live in society, and sometimes we learn how to live in society and learn some things. So this bring to us some experience, good experience and bad experience. But in my case, I think a lot of in a bad experience that I bring to me and try to understand how I can not use it, but how can I can do in a different way, you know? I think that's it. So, Daphne, how about you?
Yeah, I think that until I was 12 years old, my personality was shaped by my family. After that, it was shaped by my experience at school, at church, in my work. And I think we change a lot. Our brains like a sponge that shape us all the time. Tomorrow, I will be other person.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I said it because when one time I go to the therapy talking about my friend. Nowadays we didn't know a friend anymore. We don't know a friend anymore. But I talk with my therapy, my psychologist, that oh my God, I don't know what happened that my friend changed so much, and she said it to me that people change all the time, and sometimes we stay we fix in our mind imagination, or maybe I don't know how to say that in English. Um, a perspective maybe about them from the past, and today this totally is different and change their personality, the way that they think, and things like that. So it's was hard to put it in my head, because I think, oh my God, why she's not like that like in the past, and nowadays she changed, But you grow up, you grew up, you change your perspective of life. You know a lot of people that was shaping your personality and change your personality, and about the life experience as well. That's it. Lurian.
Yes, is the question number 4, right?
Yeah,
Yes. Sorry, because I'm alone here and the bell rings, so
it's okay.
I I went down to receive. So I was thinking about that, and I think for me it's half half. I'm look after my father because he works with manually things. He use his hands a lot to do like minutious thing, like small things, really tiny. And I love art. I love use my hands to do everything, to painting, to draw, to cook. I'm a kind of handicraft person. So I think this and his personality too. My father always he has some joy, you know. He is make people laugh. So I think this I look after my father. My mom, she's totally opposite. She's funny too, but not like in her personality. She's more like close. She doesn't like to go out a lot, and I love to go out. I think I am more like my mom about the sense of family, about to be the reference for the family, to think about what everyone needs. You know, my mom all the time she's worried about something. You know, to if everyone has what they need, and I'm like that too. But the experience of my life shaped me too, because I'm totally different than my family now. You know, like my mom said, Luria, I cannot understand you sometimes, because my brother and my sister, they are more like my mom and my dad. So my brother looks like after my dad, and my sister like my mom. Sometimes it's hard for my mom help me be a supporter person for me, because she cannot understand my challenge. You know, I since I had a lot of opportunities to study, I took a lot of responsibilities, I travel a lot. So because of that, I had more contact with other cultures. I understand the other perspective. Looks like my parents, they continue living and the small world, you know. And since I have this every time everything in my life is more amplified, looks like they continue there, like in the small world, and I'm in the world, you know. I'm totally open. So the problems that I have, my mom cannot understand. My father, like I never talk with my father, you know. Like I know I'm look after him about the, like I said, about his personality, but talk with my father to share him my things, never. Never. And he is the same, you know. He never talk with me like what he needs, like no. Like sometimes we talk about moments in that we are living, you know, if we are doing a party, if we are doing a barbecue, but about feelings, about our lives, never. And my mom, we talk a little more, but she cannot help me and I cannot help her. So I think for me it's half half, because I can see where I came from, you know, but at the same time I can see what I've learned, you know, in my life. So it's a mix for me. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I know what happened, and it's because, like you said, you already know about other culture. You have open-minded. I don't know if your mom and your dad do a therapy, but I think when you do a therapy, you do a self-knowledge. You open your mind, and you when you travel as well, because you uh know a lot of culture, and you talk with different people that have a different perspective of life, the life's perspective, I think, and it's totally different. So you change your mind, you know. I understand you, because my father, and not my father, but my mother is like your mom, you know, don't like to go out all the time, you know. It's much more closer, and okay, I share my feelings with her, and she share her feelings with me, but I can't understand her, and her can't understand me. You know, she can't understand me.
The same.
So
It's
yeah,
the
and
same.
sometimes we discuss because I said, "Oh, mom, you don't understand me." And you discuss, and after that, okay, I say sorry because I feel so nervous and angry because she can't understand me, you know, because it's totally different, our creation, our not creation, but the way that we live, you know. So it's totally different, and she don't have this open mind. Girls, that's it. We don't have more time to answer the question, okay? I'd like to thank you so much. I love to talk this topic with you, and I wait for you in another immersion, okay? And have a nice Sunday, and that's it.